Archangel Michael says, I have been sent to you at this very moment because your destiny has reached a turning point, a place where what was hidden is about to be revealed, and what was delayed is about to arrive in your hands. Listen carefully, for the heavens are aligning, and what you are about to discover will shock you, yet it will also free you. There is an attorney, a man who carries a paper with your name written upon it, a document that holds the key to what was stolen, hidden, and delayed. This is not an ordinary letter, not a simple message. It is a divine paper, a legal document that carries authority both in the courts of men and in the courts of heaven. For too long you have been walking without clarity, burdened by the weight of injustice, betrayed by people who pretended to love you but instead conspired behind your back. They laughed when you cried, they gained when you lost, and they whispered your name in secret meetings while they plotted your downfall. But now the Almighty has exposed their works, and He has sent me, Michael, commander of the heavenly armies, to tell you that their schemes are finished. Their handwriting against you has been erased, and in its place, heaven has written your restoration. The attorney who comes will not be just a man in a suit, but a vessel of God's justice. This paper he brings, this legal document, will not only expose the fraud committed against you but will transfer into your hands what rightfully belongs to you. Some of you have been praying for inheritance long delayed, for finances trapped in the systems of man, for compensation that never arrived, for truth that was buried deep in the ground. And now, the Lord has instructed His angels to move on your behalf, to stir the legal systems, to raise up attorneys, judges, and even strangers, to speak your name and to open doors that no one thought could be opened. But you must understand this, the paper comes with timing. It cannot be delayed any longer, and yet, if you ignore this message, if you close your eyes and treat this as coincidence, you risk allowing the enemy to intercept. That is why I, Michael, cry aloud to you now, open your heart, open your eyes, and prepare yourself, because what heaven releases must be received by those who believe and act. I see in the Spirit a courtroom. The tables are heavy with files, stacked high with cases of men and women who cried for justice. Some papers have dust because they were never opened, because the people gave up too soon. But your case is glowing in light, separated from the rest. Heaven has moved it to the top of the pile. And the attorney chosen has been instructed to seek you, to find you, and to hand you the paper that will change the course of your story. Do you feel the weight of these words? This is not chance. It is not ordinary. It is divine timing. You are about to meet an attorney who has a paper that carries your breakthrough. And when it arrives, chains will fall, signatures will be overturned, and every document signed against you will be revoked. God has commanded that what was written to harm you will now be rewritten to bless you. The enemy wanted you to live forgotten, cheated, and silenced. But heaven has already prepared a reversal. Your name will be cleared, your blessing released, and your enemies exposed. That attorney does not even know yet the full measure of what he carries, but he is being led by an unseen hand. He will be compelled to find you, compelled to speak to you, compelled to deliver to you what belongs to you. And I must tell you this, after the paper comes, after the truth is delivered into your hands, doors of financial favor will open like never before. The property withheld, the money trapped, the inheritance delayed, it will begin to move toward you. And those who mocked you will watch in silence as God Himself vindicates you. They will gnash their teeth because their plan has failed, but you will lift your eyes and say, "Surely the Lord has fought for me." I, Michael, stand now at the edge of your life, guarding the moment of release. No demon, no liar, no betrayer, no system of man can block what God has commanded. But you must be alert, for the attorney is coming soon. Be ready to receive, be ready to act, be ready to step into the destiny that heaven has written. This is the hour, this is the moment, this is why you are hearing my voice. Remember, child of light, the attorney with the paper is not just bringing earthly news, but a heavenly confirmation. When it reaches you, know that God has remembered your cries, counted your tears, and decreed your justice. It is yours, and no one can take it away. Archangel Michael says, "The heavens are shaking with movement, and your name has been spoken in the chambers of both divine and earthly courts." I see it clearly. There is a paper, a legal document, one that men tried to bury, one that wicked hands tried to alter, one that demons tried to delay. Yet the Lord has commanded, no more delay. That is why the attorney is coming. He has been stirred in his spirit, even without knowing fully why. He will be compelled to seek you, compelled to place in your hands that paper which has your destiny written upon it. For years, your life felt like a waiting room. You prayed, but answers seemed silent. You fought, but victory felt far away. You trusted, yet betrayal came from places you least expected. You gave your heart, your strength, and your honesty, only to be repaid with deception. And in the shadows, they laughed. They thought their signatures, their agreements, their secret papers would lock you out forever. But God, who sits above every earthly throne, has overturned their handwriting against you. Now, I see angels standing around a table where your file rests. Their wings cover it, their swords guard it, and their hands are lifting it into the light. That is why you feel the urgency right now, because the moment of release is not tomorrow, not next year, but beginning now. The attorney who brings the paper is heaven's messenger in disguise. His steps are ordered. His voice will carry the weight of divine justice. His hands will hold the evidence of your vindication. But listen carefully, chosen one, the paper is not just a legal formality. It is a prophetic sign. It marks the end of one season and the beginning of another. When it comes, you will know that heaven has answered. And with it, blessings that were locked up will begin to flow. Doors of finances will open. Opportunities that were denied will suddenly stand before you. Relationships that were twisted in lies will be exposed, and truth will shine like the morning sun. The enemy has been desperate to stop this. Even now, spirits of confusion and fear try to whisper to you, "It is not for you. You will not see it. It will pass you by." But I, Michael, commander of the heavenly host, declare, the paper is yours, and no one can steal what heaven has decreed. Stand firm, for your attorney is closer than you think. I see visions of people gathered in secret rooms, whispering about you, plotting how to keep you out. They thought you would never know. They thought their secrets were safe. But their whispers have reached heaven's ears, and now their plans are collapsing. For every trap they laid for you, heaven has set a greater trap for them. They will stumble upon their own schemes, while you will rise with strength, holding the paper of victory in your hand. When the attorney arrives, you will feel a shift in your spirit. Something inside you will know, this is the moment. And as you hold that paper, remember it is not only ink on pages, it is a scroll of destiny, declaring your release, your inheritance, your restoration. You will see how God turns even the legal systems, even the courts of men, into tools for His justice. And after this, testimonies will spring forth from your mouth. You will speak of how long you waited, how dark the nights were, how painful the betrayals felt, but you will also testify of how God lifted you up, restored what was lost, and vindicated your name. The paper will come. The attorney will come. Justice will come. And when it does, your enemies will know that the God you serve is not silent, but mighty in battle, and faithful to defend His chosen ones. Archangel Michael says, you are standing on the edge of a great unveiling. A veil is being torn from before your eyes, and where there was confusion, now there will be clarity. This attorney who carries the paper is not coming by accident, he has been stirred by a force greater than himself. Heaven has placed in his hands a document that represents the closing of a chapter in your life where you were wronged, and the opening of a new season where you will finally step into the reward you were meant to have. This paper is more than words. It is a decree, sealed not only with ink but with the authority of justice. Those who tried to lock you out of your inheritance believed they had won. They formed alliances in secret, they signed documents in the dark, they exchanged lies with handshakes meant to cheat you. For a while, it looked as if they had succeeded. But the Lord watched. Nothing was hidden from His eyes. He let them think they were secure, only to prepare a perfect moment to expose and overturn them. That moment has arrived. I see chains falling in the spirit realm. Every legal barrier that held you in bondage is snapping one by one. I see angels gathered around a door, pressing it open, while demons that once guarded it scatter in fear. The paper in the attorney's hand represents this door. When he places it before you, a doorway will be opened into restoration, compensation, and vindication. Child of light, do not underestimate what is happening. This is not small. This is not casual. This is the hand of God moving in your life after years of silence. The enemy wanted you weary, tired, hopeless, ready to give up so you would miss this moment. But you did not give up. You pressed through storms, you endured betrayals, you wept but you kept moving. And because of that endurance, the paper is now coming into your possession. Your enemies will not understand how quickly this will shift. One moment they will be plotting, the next moment they will hear news they cannot believe, that their schemes have collapsed, that the law now defends you, that the very system they used to harm you has turned against them. That is the power of the God you serve. He does not just give victory, He makes your enemies watch as you are lifted up before their eyes. And there is something more. This paper is not only about justice for the past. It is also a key for your future. Attached to this paper are blessings that have been held up, financial releases, new opportunities, sudden favor with people in authority, and unexpected help from places you never thought possible. It is as if heaven has kept these blessings in storage, waiting for this very signature, this very document, this very hour. The Spirit shows me this vision, a vault in heaven bursting open. Gold, treasures, scrolls, and keys are being released. What was held back is now being poured out. And I hear the voice of the Lord say, because you waited, because you trusted, because you did not give up, now I pour out in double measure. What you lost will be returned multiplied. This is why you must be ready. Do not dismiss the message, do not think it is ordinary. The attorney with the paper is a sign that the season of delay has ended. Open your heart. Watch carefully. Be alert. For in the days ahead, the door will open, and the paper will come. And when it does, you will stand not as the one cheated, but as the one restored. Your story will not end in betrayal. It will end in vindication. Your name will not be remembered in shame. It will be remembered in honor. And all of this will begin with the moment the attorney places that paper in your hand. Archangel Michael says, you feel this pull in your spirit right now because heaven is drawing you to awareness of something powerful, something life-altering, something the enemy has been desperate to keep hidden from you. For too long, decisions were made about your life in rooms where you were not invited, conversations whispered in corners, signatures written on papers behind your back. These papers were never meant for your good. They were designed to trap you, to rob you, to silence you, to delay you. Yet what they meant for harm has been overturned by the hand of God. And now, watch closely, another paper is being brought, but this one is different. This one carries your release. The attorney you are about to meet is walking under divine instruction. Even if he believes he is coming of his own choice, the truth is that the Spirit of God is pressing him forward. He has been given something that belongs to you, and he cannot rest until it is placed in your hands. It may come as a letter, a contract, a court decision, or a legal declaration, but no matter what form it takes, know this: it has been signed in heaven long before it was written on earth. The document he brings will expose deception. It will reveal what was hidden. It will shift power away from those who lied and toward you, the chosen one. Your enemies thought they could cover their tracks forever, but the light of heaven is too strong. Their shadows cannot withstand the fire of truth. One by one, every false statement, every manipulated signature, every trap set against you will be exposed. The very paper they thought would bury you will now become the evidence that sets you free. And I must warn you, when this happens, the reaction of those around you will be telling. Some will celebrate with you, rejoicing in your victory, but others will grow cold, bitter, even fearful, because they were secretly part of the plot or benefited from your loss. Watch them closely. The truth of people's hearts will be revealed the moment this paper reaches your hands. You may ask, Michael, why now? Why not earlier? Why did God wait this long? And I tell you, it is because timing is everything. If it had come earlier, you may not have been ready, or the blessing may not have had the full weight it carries now. Heaven was aligning the perfect hour, when your strength, your maturity, and your faith could carry what is being delivered. Now that hour has struck. This is why the urgency in my words is heavy. It must not be ignored. I see you in the Spirit walking into a room. The attorney stands before you, holding a file. He opens it slowly, and your name is at the top. He looks into your eyes and says, "This belongs to you." And when he places it in your hands, a supernatural release is triggered. It is as if locks fall away, barriers crumble, and chains break instantly. From that moment, nothing will be the same. Your finances will shift. The battles that drained you will end. The mocking voices will fall silent. The burden on your shoulders will lift. And you will walk in a peace you have not felt in years, because justice has finally been served. Do not doubt this. Do not dismiss it. This is not imagination. This is divine reality, unfolding right now. I, Michael, Commander of the heavenly hosts, declare it. The paper is coming, the attorney is coming, and your victory is coming. Prepare your heart, for when you receive it, you will know beyond doubt that the Lord Himself has fought for you. Finally, you are about to meet an attorney who has a paper that is going to take. Open now before too late. Archangel Michael says, "Listen to me with your full heart, because what I am about to reveal must be heard now, not later. I stand with my sword lifted and my wings stretched over you, shielding you from the last attempts of darkness to keep you bound. A paper is coming, yes, a real document, carried by an attorney whose steps have been ordered by the Most High. That paper is not ordinary ink, it is a key. It will take back what was taken. It will take down what was falsely raised. It will take you into the season that has been waiting for you all along. You have been in rooms where you felt small, in moments where your voice did not matter, in seasons where you worked and someone else took the harvest. You cried at night and wiped your face in the morning so no one would see. They thought your silence was weakness, but heaven knew your silence was strength. Heaven recorded your patience. Heaven counted your tears like seeds. And now the field is ready, justice has grown tall like a tree, and your name is written on its branches. I see a desk. I see a file pulled out from the back of a drawer, a file with your name that someone tried to tuck away. I see a pen that paused over a signature line because the hand that held it began to shake. I see a voice saying, "We will deal with this later," pushing your matter to the side. But the Lord of hosts said, "Later is over, now." So the file that was hidden has been placed on top. The paper that was delayed has been stamped. The attorney who could not see you before will now be drawn to you like a compass to true north. Some of you have wondered, was it my fault? Did I miss the sign? Did I trust the wrong person? Hear me. The wrongness was not inside you, the wrongness was around you. You were pure in motive while others were clever in deceit. They twisted words. They whispered in corners. They used your kindness as a tool against you. But the holy fire of God has burned through their nets. Their agreements crumble like ash in a storm. Their private handshakes have no more power. The only hand that matters now is the hand of the Almighty, opening the door you were never meant to be locked out of. The attorney is a sign. Do not be confused if he seems ordinary, if his voice is calm, if he comes without trumpet or ceremony. Heaven often hides wonders in simple rapping. Watch his eyes when he says your name, there will be weight in his tone, a clarity as if light itself is speaking. Watch his hands when he slides the paper across to you, there will be certainty, as if a long journey has reached its destination. When you touch that document, something will break in the unseen realm. Chains will fall that you never knew were there. Doors will swing that you stopped knocking on. The air itself will feel lighter around you. I am commanded to give you instructions so you do not miss your hour. First, quiet your fear. The enemy will try to bargain with your mind. This cannot be real. Nothing ever changes for you. Don't get your hopes up. But this time is different because the command did not come from people, it came from God. Speak out loud in your room if you must, I choose to believe the Lord. I accept what is mine. Your agreement is a gate. Open it. Second, prepare your records. Find what you need, proofs, dates, notes, texts, emails, receipts, memories that matter. Do not drown yourself in details, but gather what confirms your truth. Heaven is already with you, but order in your house shows readiness in your heart. You will not be scrambling, you will be steady. Third, forgive in advance. I know that is heavy. I know what you endured. I know what they said about you. I know how they smiled at your face and mocked you behind your back. But hear me, forgiveness is not forgetting what happened, it is choosing not to carry it into your future. You will not drag their darkness into your bright morning. Lay it down. You are not returning to fight in mud, you are rising to receive on marble. Fourth, be watchful for a small message. The door may open through something that does not look dramatic, a call you nearly ignored, a letter you almost tossed, a meeting suggestion for a time that felt inconvenient. Look twice. Ask the Spirit for a nudge. Your yes to a small step may be the hinge for your great door. Now hear this vision. I see a long corridor of closed doors, each with a brass plate: inheritance, compensation, property, contracts, clearance, name restoration. For years you walked by these doors and they stayed closed. Today I see a hand, mighty, fire-bright, turning the main key. One after another, the doors click open. The corridor fills with light. At the far end, the attorney stands, holding a paper with your name in bold. He does not look nervous, he looks relieved, as if delivering this to you is also his freedom. He says, I've been trying to reach you. And in that moment your spirit answers before your mouth does, heaven has reached me first. There are three groups of people who will reveal themselves after this. The first group will rejoice sincerely. They were always for you, even when they did not know how to help. They will celebrate your rise, and their joy will strengthen you. The second group will act surprised. They will say, wow, amazing, but something in their eyes will flicker. They benefited from your delay. They will not know what to do with your acceleration. Bless them, but set a boundary. The third group will fall silent. They will not congratulate you. They may try to plant new doubts, stir fresh confusion, or pull you into old arguments. Do not step back into that fog. This paper is your crossing. Once you cross, do not look back. Let me speak to your heart that grew tired. You have not wasted your years. Your pain was not empty. Your endurance was a seed that could only grow in deep soil. Every night you held yourself together, heaven was building a foundation under your feet. That is why, when the breakthrough comes, it will not wobble, it will stand. You will not get a fragile wind that breaks in your hands. You will hold strong things that last. There is more. I am shown a scene, a table of men and women who thought they held final say over your life. Papers spread, red marks, legal terms, numbers, plans. They speak your name like a problem to be handled. Suddenly a wind moves through the room, no windows open, yet the pages flutter. A heavy page slides from the bottom of the pile to the top by itself. It is the one that carries your restoration. One person reaches to push it away, but their hand freezes in the air. The Spirit says, "Touch not what I have set in place." Their faces go pale because they feel a fear they cannot explain. They adjourn the meeting. They say, "We will revisit this." But heaven has already visited it, and written the conclusion. The next meeting will end with your favor. You ask, "What will this paper do?" Hear the list. It will take back stolen authority. It will take the case out of the hands of those who abused it. It will take you out of rooms where you were misnamed and set you in rooms where you are correctly recognized. It will take your head out of water and set your feet on a rock. It will take your tomorrow out of uncertainty and write it with clarity. Some of you will see unexpected money released, money tied to things you forgot to hope for, old settlements, unpaid wages, frozen accounts, shares left dormant, policy benefits never claimed. Some of you will receive property rights straightened, land lines corrected, names added where they should have been all along. Others will watch as false accusations collapse and your name shines clean like glass washed by rain. The paper will be different for each person, but the fragrance will be the same: justice. Do not fear the pace of the change. You have lived in slow for a long time, suddenly may feel too fast. Breathe. You are not unprepared, you are seasoned. The same muscle that helped you endure will help you expand. You will grow into your new space. I speak to the one who thinks, "But I lost so much. Can any paper repair my heart?" The Lord answers you, "I do not only restore what was taken, I restore who you became while it was taken. I bring you back to the version of you that laughs freely, trusts wisely, and loves without fear." Your heart will not be a museum of pain, it will be a garden again. And to the one who says, "I have made mistakes too," heaven says, "I know." Mercy has been written into your outcome. You will not be disqualified by yesterday's confusion. The cross already carried what you cannot carry. This victory is not a reward for perfection, it is a harvest of perseverance and a gift of grace. Mark this: there will be a sign in the natural that confirms this word for you. It may be a repeated number, a phrase you keep hearing, a name that appears twice in one day, a sudden memory that leads you to check something you had put away. When it happens, do not brush it aside. Say with your mouth, "I receive the timing of God." That confession will steady you at the threshold. Guard your tongue in this hour. Not everyone should hear the details. Share with the wise, not with the curious. Some people ask to know so they can find a way to hinder. Wisdom will teach you who can hold your news without spilling it into wrong ears. It is not fear, it is stewardship. When you walk into the meeting, walk in as one already favored. Shoulders back, chin up, eyes gentle, heart anchored. Do not fight the room, fill it with peace. Let the attorney speak. Let the document breathe. Let the process do the work. You are not there to prove your worth, you are there to receive what is already yours. After the moment, do something simple that marks it. Light a candle. Write the date. Take a walk and breathe the air like it belongs to you, because it does. Thank the Lord in your own words. Tell your story to someone who stood with you in the waiting. Celebrate cleanly, without pettiness. You are not a victor who needs to gloat, you are a child who has been restored. I see the future rushing toward you with open hands. New contacts who are actually safe. Invitations that are honest. Work that does not drain you to death but builds you up. A home that feels like it hugs you when you enter. Sleep that finds you early and wakes you gently. Laughter, the kind that surprises you and makes you put your hand over your mouth because you forgot you could laugh like that. This is not fantasy, it is the normal of people who have been vindicated. And for those who are still afraid of the last-minute snare, hear me, I am posting sentries at the gates of this blessing. Angels assigned to your name, steadfast, watchful, precise. What used to slip through will now be caught. What used to break will now hold. What used to delay will now arrive on time. I speak over you, on-time help, on-time answers, on-time signatures, on-time releases. You will notice the change in how you carry yourself. The small flinch you developed when people asked you questions will fade. The habit of apologizing for existing will lift. You will no longer study rooms to see who might be against you first, you will enter rooms to see what you can build. Your heart will become generous again, not foolish, not naive, but generous, because you will no longer leak energy trying to survive. A final warning wrapped in love: when the paper comes and the joy rises and the doors open, do not pull old scarcity into your new abundance. Do not hoard from fear. Plan with wisdom. Give with clarity. Save with purpose. Spend with vision. You are not being delivered from lack just to live in panic. You are being delivered into stewardship. The blessing will not own you, you will own the blessing. I speak this seal over you, you will not miss your appointment. The attorney will not miss you. The paper will not be lost. The timing will not be stolen. The favor will not be diverted. The conversation will not be twisted. The outcome will not be delayed. What the Lord has begun, the Lord will finish, and you will stand on the other side saying, "It happened just as He said." Stand now in your room, or sit with your hands open if you cannot stand, and breathe. Feel the weight lift. Feel the clarity settle. Feel the nearness of help. You are not at the end of yourself, you are at the beginning of your restoration. The corridor of doors is open. The light is on your file. The meeting is set. The paper is prepared. And I, Archangel Michael, am standing watch until it is safely in your hands.